Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to say thank you to all the new subscribers. And guess what, y'all? We hit 1,000 subscribers over the weekend. Shut up. Yes, we did. Yesterday I made mention of it on Merry Monday Mates, but I was still, emotional about it, so I couldn't be like, oh yay, but yay. Alrighty, so what we gonna get in here and make a mess with today? Let's see. I think I'm gonna try this is ephemera that needs to be finished. This is stuff to make ephemera with. So let's pull out some of this stuff. These are some of those tags and things that we just did. I don't know. Most of them I think I kind of just need to put a topper on them. That can be an off-camera thing while I'm sitting here yik-yakking and watching TV. Let's see. I need to make some stuff to put in pockets. Let's go back here and see if we can't find some journal cards and tags. And here's some of that stuff that we just did the other day. Let's dress up some of this stuff here. Why don't we do that? We just gonna mess and play a little bit. These just need to be rounded and inked up. These are some things off of, it is Shaylee Morehouse on Facebook. Y'all need to go follow her. She puts out some beautiful images daily, like several times a day. These, I misprinted. I was supposed to put them, what is it? Horizontal, and I had it vertical, so yeah, it messed them up. So I was just going to use them anyways. So I can, trim that down and still use that, be fine. But, Mr. Man here got his head cut off. But I can still, cut that and use that as a tuck spot. We'll be fine and dandy with that. So, but anyhow, yes. Shaylee Morehouse. Let me see. I forgot one of her things right here. Yeah, here she is. Shaylee Morehouse, that's how you spell her name, and she is on Facebook. Y'all go follow her and tell her I sent you over there. I don't even think she knows who I am, but I follow her on Facebook. Puts out some beautiful images daily, several times a day. Yvette, what is Yvette's name? She has a YouTube channel, daggone it. She does a lot of stuff too. There's a lot of freebies on her stuff too. What am I looking for? I don't know. Oh, my fussy cut bin. That's what I'm hunting for. All right, let's see what kind of stuff we can get into. I want to put something blue on that. That needs to be glued. But yeah. So I can't. I don't know. I'm just ecstatic. So now I feel the pressure. It's like, oh, I got 1,000 subscribers. Now I got to do something spectacular every day. Not really. Y'all know me. I'm going to do what I want to. Hopefully y'all like it. Most of mine's just yik-yakking anyways. Yik-yakking and then telling you where you can go to get stuff for the cheap. Because I'm a cheapskate crafter. Ooh, let's see if we can put us a bird on that. This is Ginger Journals. Vintage bird scraps. Y'all know I love me some Ginger Journal stuff. Of course, everything in there is upside down and backwards. Maybe we could put that little birdie there on it. Oh, that's a pretty bird. Is that the biggest bird I got? Ooh, let's see. Blends too much. Blends too much. Why is everything in this backwards for... What the heck? Feathers. Feathers. Ooh, look, that would be, ooh, that'd be pretty. Shut up. We're going to put that on her. Yes, we are. Come here. Tweet, tweet. How sweet is that? There we go. We're going to do that. That'd be a cute little piece to put on something. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Ooh, look at that. That just probably just needs to be inked up, don't it? I don't know. Well, shucks. Now I got all this junk out of here and can't pick it up. Decrepit. That's the same little thing there in it. Yep, sure is. Ooh, look at that. Ain't that pretty? Some of these probably could have been a little bit closer fussy cut. Because I wanted to get all of the bits off of that. So I just did it at like a 1/4 of an inch around it. Let's see, corner rounder. So are y'all ready for the weekend? I'm not, because I got stuff I got to send off in the mail. And it seems like every daggum weekend, I mean, not just once, but every weekend here in the last couple of weeks. That would be pretty on that. I'm going to do it. Why not? Just because I can. That's too big. But anyhow, every weekend coming up. This weekend, they calling for, you know, supposed to be crazy snow. So I was mad because, you know, it snowed and iced enough to where you know, if you don't want to get out and go in it, but you know, it wasn't an all-day event. So I was upset this weekend because I was like, well, shoot, that just put me off not being able to do what I needed to do and get my stuff sent. And I was highly upset. And then Sunday, you know, it snowed and this and that. And then for a little bit, it looked like it was going to turn into something. So I said, well, shoot. But anyhow, this coming weekend is supposed to, like, start Friday night. Now, this is what my weather bug thing said. The what is that? The Weather Channel app. That's what I have. It says Friday night it is supposed to start snowing after 12. And it's calling for 1 to 3 inches before daylight. Saturday morning on the weather app, it says it is supposed to be the morning time. It's supposed to be 3 to 5 inches. And then it says Saturday night it is supposed to be anywhere from 5 to 8 inches. Now it started off being 8 to 12. So today they did back it down this afternoon at 4 o'clock update. They backed it down to where it's supposed to be 5 to 8 inches. And then Sunday morning they're calling for it supposed to be a couple more inches. So now if you add all of them inches up, we are supposed to be forecasted at the moment to have 20 inches of snow for, you know, over that span of time. So, you know, I may get all the snow that I've been wanting and missing at one time, or, you know, over that span of time there. But we'll see. We just gonna wait and see. Now, do I think it's gonna snow? Yeah. Do I think it's gonna snow that much? Probably not. Now, you know, which normally what happens when they start off calling for this and that like that early, it'll slide upwards like it'll scoot on up a little bit, and we get an ice storm. That I don't want. Don't want the ice storm whatsoever. Because, you know, ice storm therefore means you're just going to be out of power. And I don't want to be, you know, 20 degrees, wind blowing, and wind chill in effect, and be, you know, like 10 degrees. I don't want that. So I was ill I was like, I don't care if they calling for snow. I ain't gonna listen to it this time. But you know, here I am excited and talk about the snow because, you know, normally they'll say something and then they'll take it away, you know, like plant Fuji type stuff. But hopefully we'll get a little bit. I don't want, you know, like feet. Feet is not good. Let's see, where can we put these when we get them finished? Put them over here. Is my ink pad drying out? I don't think so. I don't know, maybe it's just that I hadn't used it in a while. But yep, so that's the plans for this coming weekend, starting Friday nights, into Saturday, Sunday. It's like, oh man, are you kidding me? So now, get my sister, called her and told her I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I was picking on her about where my supper was. She didn't feel good, and so then I feel bad because I was giving her heck about, you know, where's my supper at, you know, because she said she was gonna fix some kind of chicken patty sandwiches. And then she's like, well, I just don't feel good today. And so then I felt bad for giving her a hard time. Ugh. And I was like, well, if you wanted them chicken sandwiches, you could have fixed them. It didn't matter if, you know, if I wasn't here, look at, or my daughter wasn't here or what have you, you know. She's like, well, I didn't really feel like doing it anyways. And I was like, okay. So she's kind of like me. The weather shifts and changes. Her stuff acts up. All right, let's go. Let's see what kind of labely bit. Let's get a green one. We got glue on it. Oh, I wonder if that I don't even know what this here is, but we're going to put it on there because it's pretty. Come here. It says May and August. We're just going to put it right up here at the top. Put us a little washi label. Cutesy patootie. Like that. Okie doke. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this. I might want to put that on something bigger here in a minute. Let's finish this here because I ain't even started that. Let's get this one done. Put it down. I'm trying to put it like it's coming out of the side over here. Like that. Let's put a little bit of ink on it. I don't like all that bright white there. So yeah, now the pressure is on. You know, I got the 1,000 subscribers. I got the act like I know what I'm doing on a daily basis. And you can tell by that conniving laugh, y'all know good and well I have no clue. I'm just in here playing. I'm making stuff that I like, that I think's pretty, and that's what we're gonna go with. It's worked so far, so let's continue to do it. Okay, so now I'm wanting you to look like you coming out of the side over here. Let's see if we can get you on her. Oopsie. Oh, heck, fire. There we go. Okie doke. And that little bit right there, it's a little twig that don't want to stick down. There you go, buddy. Oh, that's going to show up pretty on that, ain't it? Ooh, I like that. Because the first thing I said was putting a blue floral on it, and then I said, nope, we need something that's going to be a different color. So, I've done nothing but watch videos at work. Well, after about 6 o'clock, when I got everything caught up from the weekend, I watched videos because, you know, it was cold. There wasn't nobody coming in. So I just sat there and watched some crafty videos. Glam Junk Journals. Love watching her. She does so much pretty stuff. And then, let's see. Who else was I watching? That was pretty much it. Her today was watching her, and it was somebody else. LaDonna something another. I can't remember. I'm so sorry, honey. LaDonna something. And she was kind of along the lines of Lori Girl on the Ridge. Now I'll put Lori Girl on the Ridge or Sue's Journal Adventures on play mix every night when I go to bed. And it's not that they're not entertaining. It's just I watch it until I just can't keep my eyes open. I used to do scrapbooking with me and Gilligus and Nellie like that, and I think I've watched all of their stuff finally. But yeah, so I love me some Lori Girl on the Ridge and that LaDonna. What the heck is her channel? LaDonna something. I think her name is Ann. And then I know it's Glam Junk Journals, but I don't know what her actual name is. I want to say Pam. I can't remember. Yeah, so that's why I'm not a professional. Can't remember nobody's name. I barely do get to remember my own name half the time. Because there has been times when I've sat down here and been like, welcome to Lori. I'm the old paper lady. You know, I have to stop myself and concentrate on what I'm saying. But we're just going to play and have some fun. Now, these are the ones that we did on the Trash to Treasure the other day. I want to put a floral on that, a small one. We don't got to put a big old hulking one on that. Something cutesy patootsy here. Y'all, if I can get my fingers to pinch and grab something, that would just simply amaze the heck out of me. I'm so tired of stuff not working. But that's just the way it is in this weather. It's 50 degrees one day, it's 30 degrees the next day type stuff. That's getting a little bit annoying too. It's a wonder if I ain't got pneumonia yet. Oof, let's knock on some wood. Where's it at? Now watch my dog will start barking. He's done in the bed for the day. So my daughter's like, he's going to bed. He's been knocking the trash can over, and then he went and hid and looked like, you're lying on me. So she's took and put him on a diet because he has this, separation anxiety. So he gnaws his feet, like the fronts of his paws, and he'll gnaw on them because he's having separation anxiety. Well, she said she's been doing some studying up, you know, and things that would help him to quit doing that would be, you know, to take away, oh, that's pretty. It blends in, but I like it. To take away starches and stuff like that. So she's got him on this no starchy diet, which therefore, you know, he can't eat nothing we eat. Because we eat, you know, potatoes, pastas of all kinds of sorts, and what else was it? You know, we just eat a starchy diet most of the time here. So do we want to put a little number label there? I think I do. But anyhow, he's on a diet, so he'll see, you know, if we have scraps or whatever, normally we would put them in his bowl. Well, poor fella, he's seeing all the scrappage getting dumped in a trash can now. And that's why he keeps going and knocking a trash can over. Because he's seeing all the scrap food get thrown in the trash can. And so he'll go knock it over thinking he's going to get him something else, something to eat out of it. But, you know. So there's that. And she said, yeah, I've had to whoop him several times today. Now, do we want to put that in the middle of that? Why, I think I do. Shut up, that's going to be cute. Let's do it. So, You know, as she's telling me, you know, how he's knocked it over 3 or 4 times already this evening, and she's had to fuss at him, and Nanny's fussed at him, and, you know, they've had to get on to him. Nanny turns right around and hands him a treat. She's like, "Why'd you do that for? He has been nothing but mean all evening. He don't need a treat." And I was like, he's being spiteful is what he's been. And so, you know, giving him a dog treat is not, you know, so then you're going to reward him. So then, you know, he's just going to act however he wants to. I'm going to put this down here in a corner just so you can see the rosy bits behind it. Normally I would center that up, but I'm going to do that. And then, let's see what's on here that we can use. Let's just put this, because it's detached from the book. Some kind of bulletin expedition. Some kind of French something or another. French was not my best subject in school. I just learned the cuss words in the French and Spanish. That's all I learned. But that was about all the learning I did in school on the foreign languages was the bad words. Let's see, what's in this thing here? We can use some of these here. Dress us up some pockets. I'm just playing, y'all. That's all I'm doing today is just playing in my craft room, doing some crafty bits. Is that the same as that? No, it ain't. Let's use that one too. Alright, so what I'm hunting for, we got like 3 pieces in that. Let's use that up. This one ain't opened. Let's see. Let's find one that's opened. Because I had a couple of them that was opened. Y'all can't tell that I like pink roses. Pink and yellow is my favorite. Now I like blingy things. Here, that one there's been opened. Let's use that one too. Alright, now what I am trying to do is find me some tall pink florals. That's yellow. That's not big enough. Ooh, there's me the daffodils. That's got my daffodils in it. Okie dokie. That's fall stuff. So you won't go. You won't work. Now, when I tell y'all, I love these big old boxes. Let's see, are them big? Heck yeah, that'll work. There we go. And I love these organization boxes that the Dollar Tree had. I'm just ecstatically happy with them. All right, let's get all this junk over here. That's what we're going to use. Let's find us a couple of florals. That hurt. Trying to move too quick and my hands are like, no, don't do it. Goodness gracious. Come here. I know that is super matchy-matchy, but I don't really care. Don't care. Don't care. Let's see. Can we put a right red one? Let's put a right red one on that. Bright was what I was trying to accomplish with my speech. I don't know about that either. Let's see, what else can we put you on, buddy? Not a whole lot of nothing in here. Everything else is kind of a little bit small. I'm gonna have to make me some big old journal cards, daggone it. Oh, come here. Let's see what we got. Well, that's a little bit plain Janie, so is that. Ooh, that would be pretty. Not really. Not really. That would be though. Kind of ish. Nope, not really. Red maybe not be the color for that. And these, I used the thin It's 20-pound copy paper, and it was from the, what is her name? Millenia 1202. I had a bunch. It's like 400 floral backgrounds, and I backed it on this cardstock. But you can see where I used the thinking that it was going to be quick like in a hurry. No, all it did was mess up the paper. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty on that with a label. I don't care if it's covering up anything else or not. And put that on that too with a labely bit up there. Let's do that. Let's do that. Well, we're just pushing them on back and on back, ain't we? Well, red is just not your day, honey. It's not your day, honey. You just got to wait your turn. That's all there is to it. Where did that one go? Well, over here that had some blue bits in it. I don't like that either. That'd be better on a one of these here thingies. That right yonder. Yeah, that'd be pretty on that right chair. Like that. Yep. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Let's see here what we got. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Shut up. Maybe. I don't know about that. See, it's too matchy-matchy. It's too matchy-matchy. It's not big enough for that. What the heck? All right, now. I like that. We'll do that. And I don't know why I feel like I'm gotta be a hurry up and boom, you know, type situation today. It ain't like I'm going nowhere, you know what I mean? Y'all, I ordered me some of that heat tape. The fake old tape stuff. Yeah, I ordered me some of that today on Amazon. Because I ordered me some more ink. I don't know. This is getting on my nerves here. Where's the blue stuff at? And I like this. Now let's see what we think about this here. So that looks more like it needs to be on a tag situation, don't it? You know what I'm saying? My goodness. Make a decision. I like that. Or does that blend in too much? I don't know. I like it. I'm putting it on it. I don't know. I still really like this on here. Let's do that. Let's do it. I gotta find one for this one because this one's irritating. I want them out of this. I want them out of there. There we go. There we go. Good job. Good job. All right, now let's fix these here up. Scooch all of this back in here. That's the same thing I just picked out, wasn't it? Let's put that on that there. The florals or whatever. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Oh, goodness. Quit a digging, honey, and put it up. All right, now these are, of course, Ginger Journals, Vintage Rose Fussy Cuts. All right, so now let's get them going. And then I'm gonna pull out some pockets. So let's get this here done. That could be cut a little bit better, couldn't it? That looks kind of crappy. Looks a little bad there, buddy. And I got the shakes. And I'm not nervous, it's just, you know, the hands are just saying, no more today. Too bad, I want to play and craft. You're going to work. And I'm not trying to, you know, do the bestest of the fussy cutting here. I'm just trying to get it a little bit, you know, where it's, because you can see some bits and pieces are really good and some bits and pieces are really not good. And I think this is when my mat was not sticking as well, so I got rid of that. I did find on Temu they have mats that will that are compatible, and this is their wording. They are compatible with the Brothers Scan and cutting systems. Now they are a vinyl mat, which I absolutely love, and I'm going to tell y'all why I love them. And yes, I know a lot of people like Temu is, well, you know what? You spend your money buying you one of them Brothers Scan and Cut mats that last you about a month, and if you do as much fussy cutting as I do, like this box right here, all of that, y'all see all of this here? All right, that would have been one mat, and then I would have had to replace it. But now the mats that I found on Temu, they are it is a vinyl mat, and it works just fine. It picks up just fine, and they had 4 of them for $13. What? So yeah, anyone, you know, that crafts and it's like, yes, you know, I love the Brothers Scan and Cut, but guess what? Them mats are like $20, $30 a piece, depending on where you get it from. Now, Amazon, you can find it for like 19 bucks every once in a while, but most of the time, you're going to pay at least $20 to $25 for one. So, I said, well, I'm going to get it and I'm going to try them. Well, guess what? I got them, I tried them, and I absolutely love them. And it says that it is compatible. You know, you got, ooh, that's, I guess the heat over there is getting to my glue stick. But I got my electric heater on. It's cold as everything. So anyhows, those vinyl mats, I love them. So you can take and wash it off just like you can the other ones, and it keeps right on the cutting. Now the thing I love about the vinyl mat is that the sticky, I've used it. The sticky is still just fine. It is not getting, you know, which when you cut on it, on the regular mat, if you print on the back of your things, which, you know, like if it's a tag or pockets or journal cards, I always print on the back of it. So on the regular mats, all of that ink and stuff, 9 times out of 10, it'll peel it up, and I get so daggum aggravated. So that's why some of my before stuff, before I got these mats that I'm talking about, that's why some of them, a lot of my stuff was not printed on the back of it. And I was like, it'll just be fine. We'll just do a little ink blotch on it and let it ride. But these new mats that I found from the Temu, I absolutely love them. So they do quite well. They pick up well. They hold and cut well. And then the release from when it is cut is spot on. So like it'll cut around it, and you go and you pull your paper out from around it and you just pop that off, and it works. Now on the dadgum sticky mats, you know, when you get it, it is super sticky. You gotta, you know, use it, and then when it finally gets to where it's releasing good, and then it's getting to where it won't hold the paper. So, but if you have a Brothers Scan and Cut and you are looking for a cost effective and more cost friendly mat, check out Temu. Alright, this is not a paid nothing. This Temu don't even know Temu. Temu don't even know who the heck I am. So, but I'm telling you from my own personal experience and use. Because, you know, I was real skeptical. I was like, I bet you I'll get that and it won't even pick it up. Well, it does pick it up. The scanner recognizes it and it works, pulls it through. And, you know, after a while, if you use those mats, you know, it wears the sides of it down. And it gets to where you have to push it in and it won't just feed it through. This vinyl mat is not like that. Now I got a vinyl mat from Temu and I have a standard mat from Amazon that is a Brother Scan and Cut mat. Now I've been using both of them, and when I fussy cut, I load one, and when it comes out, I load the other and run it through. And so I run 2 mats at a time. Just, you know, to make it go quicker. And I just sit there and feed that sucker all day long until I get tired of standing on my feet. So, let's see, which way does this need to go? I don't know. Let's do it this ways. But yeah, so now I got those mats at the same time, and I've been doing an experiment to see, you know, which one would wear out the quickest. And I tell you what, that the Brother Scan and Cut name brand mat is it's got cut marks all in it. So when I go to cut on my 40-pound paper or the 20-pound paper, and I put down to like, that's why some of the fussy cuts have the wider border around it, so just it won't get into cutting into the florals, because it's picking up every cut mark that's on that Brother Scan and Cut mat. Now that vinyl mat, the knife does not penetrate it. It does not go down in it and cut it like it does that regular cutting mat. Now that one lady that I watch, the paper shelf, she shows you how you can re-glue them and this and that and other. You get the sticky spray or what have you. I'm not about to do all that. If I'm going to go through the headache and the trouble of that, I'm just going to come off the money to go get me a mat. You know what I mean? I ain't got the aggravation time for that. But, and I do think she is a, consultant for them or some sort. I don't know. But yes, if you have the Brother Scan and Cuts and you are looking for you a mat, try the ones from Temu. I'm just saying, I've had a good experience with it. You know, and I'm not professional on that either. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, I mean, you know, I am not tech savvy, if y'all can plainly tell. Nowhere near tech savvy. So, you know, I just turned it on, and I wanted something that I didn't have to run off my laptop. Because, Lord knows, I ain't got no more memory space on my laptop to hook nothing else to it. So, that's why I wanted the Brother Scan and Cut so bad. Because it's a standalone system. You take your stuff, you scan it through, has a little screen, and you cut it. And that's why I wanted that. I didn't want a Cricut, just mainly because it's something else that I got to figure out to put on my daggum laptop. And I didn't want that. I wanted a standalone thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, I love my Brother Scan and Cut. Speaking of which, I'll probably have to be doing a bunch of cutting this weekend because my fussy cut box is full for Christmas and for every day. I've got a whole box and a half full of kits that need to be printed on the back and kits that need to be printed on the back and fussy cut. And then I ordered me some more ink. My kids and sister and everybody got me ink for Christmas. And I've done gone through all the yellow because, you know, I've been printing backgrounds and such like that. So now I need to, so I got me some more ink coming. But yeah, so that is one thing I had come up with that I was wanting to tell y'all about, because I took and like I say, I got that brother Matt and the other one has been using them at the same time, just to see which one would outlast the other one. And I'm telling you, the sticky has not come off of that Temu mat. The sticky is starting to come off of the brother name brand mat. So like my cardstock that I put through, it wants to peel up. Don't want to cut good. So then I'll use it to cut, you know, like my 40-pound paper. Whoopsie. So I printed some labels and such because I didn't have any regular 20-pound printing paper at the time, so I printed it on my 40-pound paper, which is normally just, you know, like for my page, my journal pages, because I didn't want to use my I think I'm gonna have to get me one of these daggum whatchamacallits, vintage photo thingies, because it is seriously looking like I ain't got no ink in it. Okay, let's put a topper bit on you, buddy. Let's see, let's get our scrappy stuff and see what we got in it. Do I got any scrappies that'll work for you? Probably not. These little bitty scraps. Yeah, that's all little bitty stuff. Well, let's see what's in this one here. Oh yeah, here we go. It's peach. Why is that in there? That needs to be in the other one. I think it's because, you know, I was making all them tags and stuff the other day and just threw it in there. That's what happened. Alrighty. Yes, I just wanted to play a little bit today. I'm going to take and loop this around, but I'm going to tie it in a bow. I don't like to bulk up my tags too much because I always try to remember, you know, you're going to write on them in journal cards. Now I will add lump and bump too. Look, do y'all see what I just did? Knucklehead. I will add some lump and bump to my pockets and such. And my whatchamacallits, the belly bands and the side tucks and stuff. I will add a little bit of more lump and bump type stuff to that. Look how cute. Okie dokie. It don't need a label neither. Well, that one there. Let's go on ahead and let's get a hole poked in you too while I got it out here. Why not? Okie dokie. I know I still have not used my glue gun, but this is it. It's that Tilswell, Tilswall. Yeah, there it is. So that is it in the model. It's supposed to be a no drip, and it's got the plug thing. Oh, it's deader than a doornail. I plugged it up and charged it the day I got it, and I ain't used it yet. And it's been sitting over here on my desk. So now I need to get me one of those, I think it's a C charger. Yeah, so I need to get me a longer C charger, which I got one that works. So I'm going to take the short one I got here and switch it out for the one that I got at work. I need to remind myself to do that. So I need to do that so I can have it just looped around over here behind the desk underneath my stuff, like I got my let's cut the flower on it. So I got a bunch of cords and stuff and my lights and everything plugged and hooped underneath my desk over here so I won't trip over them, because you know I'm clumsy as everything. And I sleepwalk and such, so then you know I won't be getting up in the middle of the night tripping over wires and stuff. And I also got the surge protector over here, so I need to take and get that longer cord, because I know as soon as I do start using it, you know, and I'm sitting here mid-video, it'll die on me, you know, because that's just my luck. Even if I charge it up, you know, 24 hours, it'll die as soon as I sit here and start to make a video with it. Okay. There we go. Do I want to? Yeah, I do. Oops, come here, buddy. Now these are just on 20-pound copy paper, and I'm just busting some of that white back on it. I don't want it to be, you know, super bright, but I do want this still to stand out. You know what I mean? Alrighty, getting us a good little stuff built up today. Feel like I'm actually doing something today, making stuff. Ugh. Now I had planned to do some book page stack pockets and such, which I probably will do them tomorrow, but I just wanted to decorate some stuff today. I really need to get all of this stuff out of this to be decorated part. Actually, I just need to get me a different little box and put all the things that bases in it, you know what I mean? Because apparently I took over my base box and put other stuff in it. Wiping some of the glue off my fingers. Alright, then I got a yellow in here. Yellow. Oh, I do have a yellow right here. Come here. Yeah, we got that. That's a Timu lace. Oh my goodness. Where's the thing at? There it is. I thought I seen it. I seen it. Scissors. And you know what? That would just be pretty just to do that right there, wouldn't it? I think I will. Let's just do that with it. That's not going to hinder anything to have it up there at the top. Whoops. What did I do with the piece I cut? Oh, I picked it all up. You big dummy. Picked every bit of it up and slung it back over here. Now look, this right here, where it's a little bit thinner, I'm going to use my glue stick and just put it down, so I won't have to fool with the Fabri-Tac. Okay, it's whoopsie. There it is. It's got, I started saying it's got like a shiny side that tells you which way's up. Well, it'll work if my dummy self don't drop it in the wrong spot. Gotta be careful. It's a thick cardboard. It'll give me a good old paper cut. Okie doke. So I like that too. Shut up, that's cute. I like it. Like it a lot. Okay, let's fix this thing up. I don't really think it needs no inking around it. Sure, it's getting a little warm up in here now. Just shut that door over there. It gets quite hot up in here. Now I want this to go up underneath that there. So let's not glue all of that down. You know, because it's looking kind of like it was an afterthought, you know what I mean? Which it was, but you know, we don't want it to look that way. So there we go, we'll just peel all that up. There we go. Alrighty then, there we go. I like that. Kind of don't really matter which ways you put it now, unless you put, you know, a sign or something on it. So I'm not going to put anything else on it, because you can use it this way or this way. So I'm going to just wait and see, because that could be a good little page edge, or or a belly band, either one. So that's why I was like, you can use it this way, or you can switch it over, use it on that side. Just depending on where you're putting it in a journal. And that's just covered book page. Shut up. Covered book page, honey. Yes, it is. Ooh, got a fussy cut. And this may be one of them 3, 4 o'clock in the morning fussy cuts where I was just blind as a bat and was like, oh, I just got a couple more sheets to do. Let's just get it done type things. Because, you know, sometimes that happens too. But the way this is oblong, I'm pretty sure. Because, see, like this side cut good, but this side over here you can plainly see did not. So, therefore, that was probably when the mat was slipping on me quite a bit. And I was like, I got fussy cuts. I'm going to refuse to throw the mat away. And then I even resorted to using washi tape to hold the pages down to get it fussy cut. And I see people that actually are shooting videos that show you to do that, and I'm just like, I don't really, you know, really don't want to do that, because like I say, the mats are so daggum high. Yeah. Alright, so now let's see. I think I'm just going to put this like it's coming out of the side over here, kind of to, you know, just to match that. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's do that. And we'll put us a little labely bit over there. A little labely bit, number or something. I need to do some stamping and sewing on some book page edges. Did it break something off there? It looks like it. What is that? Oh no, that's just something on that book page. So I'm gonna try my best to fix this where it looks like it's, you know, part of the flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same rose. You know what I mean? Get out from underneath my arm. Yeah, sometimes your tools get on your nerves. Alright, let's see here. We need to trim these bits here just a smidget. Now see, this here is one of those thin chipboard cardboards. And that's all that was. I just backed that paper on it. Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't want to ink around that one, because I just wanted it to be like, you know, like it was actually part of it. Because see, then that just looks like that's in the background and that's in the forefront. How long have I been on here today yakking? 54 minutes. So we're going to put us a label bit on here. We're going to do the show and tell. I'm going to get on off here for today and try to get my video uploaded and see if I can't go catch Mama Juju crafting on the back 40 live after dark. She says all the things I want to say sometimes on videos, you know, but it's after dark, so she's allowed to say it. Plus, she does a disclaimer. So, if any one of you have not heard of Miss Mama Juju, please go over and give her a subscribe and a thank you, because, you know, if it was not for her and her band of chickadees, as she calls them, I would not have made it to my 1,000 subscribers this weekend. Thank y'all all so much. And her name is April. Miss Mama Juju. Daggone it, get off of there. But yeah, and she is just a nice good old lady. Well, I don't know how old she is, but you know what I'm saying. She's a nice person. Nice lady. Now, I had watched some of her stuff on the replay, like always, you know, because I'm at work. I can't never catch a daggum live of nobody. And I started to say last night, Miss April, thank you so much for having lives late at night so I can catch them. Alrighty. So, alright, so here is this one that we just did. Big old journal card. Lovely. And I'm going to leave it like that. And this is a belly band or a side tuck. Either which ways you flip-flop it. Here's just a pretty tag. That turned out good. That needs some little glue right there, don't it? Where's my glue stick? Then put it up. See, it's always good to do the show and tell, because then you can see it's something that you miss gluing. Some little bitty piece there, you know, just wants to show it's behind. But there we go. And then we have this one here. That's pretty. I like that. I like that a lot. Then here we finally figured these out, and I like that because it kind of does look like the florals in the background. And then this one here. And then we got this one here. That needs, well, it needs something else on it. I might put another label on it. And then here's the ones that we did the backing on. What is it? The Trash to Treasure last week. And so these are the journal cards. And these were just journal cards that was in that kit that I just inked up. And then here's a big old journal card. I made this a long time ago. It's been in my to-do box. So that's pretty. We made quite a bit of journal cards today, didn't we? And these was, you know, where I cut those matte packs, cut it down, and that was just, you know, put a little label on it, inked it up. And there's some more of that where we did the backings on Trash to Treasure last week. So I think those all came out quite cute. I'm super happy. And look, we got us a good old stack of journal cards there. Shut up. So if you're doing a blue or any floral journal or a bird journal, shit, we got a bunch. We got a bunch right here. Sure do. We should have did some more florals. I mean, more birds instead of all florals, because then I could have done a bird journal. Sure could have. Yes, we could have. But that's okay. See, because the birds are always going to the florals. You know what I mean? Birds and florals and butterflies. It's my favorite to craft with. Alright, well, I'm going to get on off here today. Ouch. Before I wind up hurting myself. My hands are killing me, y'all. Hopefully, I'll be here tomorrow. And we'll do some more crafting. So, thank y'all all so much. And I'm trying to pronounce my words because it's kind of sounded like I said a word there, but I was trying to say short and should have together, and it sounded like something else, and I'm sorry for that. So I'm trying to pronounce my words. That's why I'm pausing for a minute, because I'm like, it sounded like I said a wordy word. I didn't mean to. There we go. So there is our pre-made ephemeras. Look at us go. We still got all this here to decorate. Now these here, them just need, you know, topper bits and ink and stuff on that. I don't really think we need to do a bunch on them. We got a bunch of pockets in here that we didn't even get to. So we'll keep these bits here that's open, that are more along the lines of pocket size type stuff. We'll dig into that tomorrow, and we'll work on that tomorrow if I can get a hold of it. So I'm just gonna leave that sitting there, and look, we didn't even get these here done, but that's fine. We'll just put them right back in the box, pull them out tomorrow. No biggin'. All right, thank y'all. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully.